Greetings, traveler. It's not often we get visitors this far up the mountainside, but I'm sure Vachlokmir is pleased to have the company. If Vachlokmir were hostile, I'm sure we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd say the same logic applies to your fear of the dragons. Oh, do you speak dragon? How wonderful! Maybe that will get Vachlokmir talking. He's very loyal, but very shy. To the north, in the forest of Falkreath, I was tracking an elk with hoofprints as big as the white stag of legend. I meandered through the forest, my eyes fixated on the dirt, when I found the track stamped over by a much larger print. As I ran my fingers across the edges, a long shadow crept over my body, and it wasn't until then that I took my eyes off the ground. I shrieked so loud the birds and the cicadas fled from the trees. Suddenly, I was face to face with an actual dragon. Once I was all out of screams and all out of breath, I realized I was still alive. That's when I noticed the arrow lodged into his wing. He doesn't like it when I say so, but Vachlokmir is very sensitive. The wound was minor, but I knew he needed my help. So I reached for an old hunter's salve I had in my satchel, and I decided to heal him. It kindles my heart to know that there are those who judge not by fear and rumor, but by truth and honor. Vachlokmir did no more than grunt when I dug my hands into his scales and climbed up his great back. I maneuvered his spine, grabbing fangs of rock that jutted from his skin. The arrow was right there, near the crook where his body met his wing. I clutched the arrow by the fletchings, yanking it out with all my strength. Too much strength. The force of it made me lose my balance. I would have fell to the ground and croaked my skull, if Vachlokmir didn't swivel his head around to catch me. But even after I applied the poultice and a healing spell, Vachlokmir was in no condition to fly. Mentally, anyway. And it wasn't long before some of the other hunter folk came stumbling through in search of prey. There were two of them, dressed in scale armor, with bright silver coins of light shining off their chest plates. When I heard their voices laughing through the trees, I dove into the thickest of grass and lay in wait, my dagger clenched between my teeth. The hunters, meanwhile, drew their weapons, their eyes mesmerized by the great beast that lay wounded before them. Most would have fled at the sight of Vachlokmir, but when the dragon covered at the sight of them, it only gave them courage. A hunter seeks every advantage, which is why he traps animals he aims to kill. Yet these folk sought to murder, not to hunt. When the hunters came, Vachlokmir curled up his head and tail, hiding under the canopy of wings. He was so teeny. The hunters laughed as they split up to flank him. Slaying a dragon was great prestige. Nobody would ever believe it wasn't. I pulled the dagger from my teeth and watched as the shorter one circled toward me. I could practically smell the stink hopping off his furs. I rose to a crouch and raised my arms to his throat. When my nose betrayed me, I sneezed. Both hunters turned toward me, but I managed to get the short one. All I felt was the rush, and the hot spray of blood trickling down my leg. My body was on fire, but I was scared. Perhaps Vahlokmir sensed this, because as the other hunter charged, he unfurled his wings and let out a roar. The sky shook and the earth cracked, and the man fled like no man I've ever seen. But I reckoned he'd be back, maybe with the city guard. We had to hide, although the hardest part was convincing Vahlokmir he could still fly. You're a very kind adventurer. Perhaps you would like to stay for dinner? Vahlokmir is getting quite good at hunting deer. I wish it weren't so, but folk are scared. In Skyrim, when it comes to fear, everyone's a merchant, and everyone's buying. The housewife frets and paces, afraid the dragon will swoop down and eat her children or set fire to her home. The city guardsman trains in the barracks, worried all his boasts of heroism will melt away under the heat of a dragon's flame. The farmer picks his crops before they are ripe, and the hunter starves the forest of rabbits and deer. Same goes for blacksmiths, lumberjacks, milk and tavern maids, every bored, middle-aged, drunken soul who thought they had nothing to live for. Now, all of a sudden, they have something to lose. So entire towns live in fear, leaping to panic every time a cloud drifts over the sun. It's very sad. If only they'd lie down their fear and open their hearts, they'd see that the dragon is capable of mercy and a creature of kindness. I think you'll make a new friend. Although Vahlokmir prefers it when you scratch his belly. Alright then. Yes? Really? Well, if you're that curious, I'll gladly tell you my story. I was raised in a community of hunters. My mother taught me to track, hunt and skin, and my father taught me how to craft cages and traps. He was so proud when I fashioned my first bear trap. He shoved it to a neighboring hunter, who offered to make a good use of it. A group of hunters had found a bear alcove near the outcroppings by Evergreen Grove. That day, 4 of them left, but only 3 returned. One of them spit at my father as he passed him, then threw my mangled trap to the ground. One of the bears had managed to break free from its jaws. 2 of the hunters blamed my father, and I blamed myself. But one of them, a Nordman with a low brow and sad eyes, told me the truth of it. The bear was a mother, driven by her need to protect her cubs. He said not even the fangs of a dragon could have held her. He tossed my hair and gave me a smile more black than white, but it brightened my day all the same. Yes, I realize that every beast has a family. Mothers, fathers, daughters, and sons. And our right to hunt is not any more valid than their right to live. Goodbye.
Sorry, a girl can't be too careful out here. Like I said, name's Angie, and I've been living out here for a couple of years now. Not now. I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy. I set up those targets a long time ago. I shoot at them from time to time. Don't want to get rusty with my bow. That I am. You know how to use one? Well, let me know if you ever want to practice. If you need a bow, there's one on the rack to the left of the door. I moved here from Helgen after my family was killed. At the time, I couldn't stand to be around anyone. They all felt sorry for me, and I didn't want them to. It was my problem, not theirs. Two Imperial drunks who thought they were above the law. Already did. Part of the reason I'm living out here now. Thanks for offering, though. Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. My father was rarely home, so it was my mother who actually taught me how to use a bow. She always said composure was the key to a successful archer. Can remain calm even in the midst of chaos. Your arrow will most likely find its target. Okay, let's see what you can do. Remember to stay within the boundaries and only use the practice arrows. I have some if you don't have any. Aim for the middle target. Shoot the middle target. Nice shot, right on target. Now hit the target to the left. Great shot. Now hit the target to the right. Nice shot, right on target. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. My older brother took me out hunting a lot when I was little. At the time, it was difficult to keep food on the table, let alone have enough left over to sell at the market. So whenever we came across more than one deer in a single location, it was imperative we kill as many as we could. If you can learn to keep your composure and trust that each shot is true, then you should be able to quickly handle multiple targets. When I tell you to, try and hit each of the 3 closest targets in 8 seconds. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 8 seconds to hit each of the 3 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Be careful. Time's up. Better luck next time. Yes? Sure. All right then. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 8 seconds to hit each of the 3 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Hey, watch it! You did it! All 3 targets in 8 seconds. Nice job. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. Need something? Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. We've talked about speed and composure. Now we'll go over precision. Oftentimes, you won't be able to get as close to your prey as you'd like, and you'll have to settle with a long shot. However, with such a long shot, it's more than likely that's the only shot you'll be able to take before your prey runs off. If you find yourself in such a situation, then you need to make your shot count. Don't rush your shot. Crouch down, get comfortable, and take aim. Okay, your turn. Try and hit the target way in the back, far behind the other 3. Remember to take your time and make your shot count. Nice shot, right on target. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. Need something? Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. We've talked about composure, speed, and precision. Now it's time to use all 3 at once. I'm warning you now. This challenge will be quite difficult. Just remember everything I've taught you, and you should be able to complete it. It may take you a couple of tries, but that's what practice is all about. When I tell you to, try and hit all 4 targets in 10 seconds. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 10 seconds to hit each of the 4 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Be careful. Time's up. Better luck next time. You lost? Sure. Here, take these. Looks like you're running low. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 10 seconds to hit each of the 4 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Be careful. Time's up. Better luck next time. What do you want, Imperial? Sure. Here, take these. Looks like you're running low. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 10 seconds to hit each of the 4 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Hey, watch it! Time's up. Better luck next time. Yes? All 4 targets in 10 seconds. Nice job. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. I think I've taught you everything I know. You might even be as good as me now. Kind of scary if I think about it. It was my pleasure. It's not often I get visitors out here, let alone friendly ones. Thanks for sticking around and keeping me company. It was nice to finally meet someone out here who doesn't want to rob you or take off your head. I know it isn't much, but here, take this bow. It was given to me by my family. It's special to me, but brings back too many painful memories. I'll wait here. Just bring her back to me. Please be careful.